Oh, anything. But me say same friend free bia now ni bigi di home come na yemfa transfers ne so better to. Ene Real Madrid ball mo first game was the Spanish Premier La Liga against Osasuna was Real Madrid for fee. Madrid for hope say ombeshe season I say very well. Most especially Madrid main competitor Barcelona winning the first game. Said the okay last season Madrid and season I see. Mekai pass Real Madrid last season the first game was against Mallorca. Madrid ball draw 1-1. One season I see. And year new season. Real Madrid 4 person omoji trophy ni free Barcelona and same no. Ombe try some be sha see ye against Osasuna ene. Ken last season Osasuna 4,9th La Liga. Nkofo bebre wanwa. Because looking at the resources, any materials are available at the Osasuna. Any position no mudi en nipa do na nsusu se Osasuna. Ebetima placing 9th on the league log. Osasuna for so be try say. Yes, a new season as in the omo ye ne last season no betimi atoa so no more repeat saa de no enti wo so so sha ase yi. But ken no kre wo me say. Osasuna ye bo boku baako a traditionally omo ntimi Real Madrid. Recently omo matches omo boni nyina Osasuna ntimi nche Real Madrid. Say yes say bon wo Real Madrid kra fia. Be 21 years ni Osasuna mbe she Real Madrid e woni fie. The last time you saw Osasuna, Real Madrid won the fee was in 2004. And so we bo boku a omba Real Madrid fee omuntimi Real Madrid bo boku. Enti eye game ba kwa ken okọ betting site okọ bia pandis obi abeka chro say Real Madrid for no na obi etepom so mbe wini. Eye game ba kwa ken me expect Real Madrid say ombe dominate play. Alonso be fa Real Madrid bo boku no ama Real Madrid for hu say opese okipu ball no opese omo pass around omo dominate possession omo use omo passes network no na omo dia generate chances enti ena nwumre game no game ba kwa ye expect Real Madrid say obe dominate Osasuna bobuku no de toso mienu ye expect Real Madrid for say omo ne ba attack bebre Osasuna for ne nye bobuku oba Real Madrid fie say oba bebiem ne Real Madrid for abo enti Real Madrid for ne ba attack in the game no so we check Real Madrid team odo besi akan a Madrid ebenya right back in the shape of Arnold. Me no me nim say Arnold ye player baako a though say oye defender or ye right back by say ni team dominate play no join attack ni creativity level e wo soro. O check any numbers assists any number of chances we create will leave up wa. Unhia any statistics to back this fact. Say Arnold join attack or my creativity no. Madrid akwa kofa Alvaro Carreras at the left side of defense. Alvaro Carreras so ye obi baako left back baako or join attack we very good. And it's what I can last season with Benfica and Pokrana on my 5 assists, 4 goals. On non as a left back, on 9 goals contribution. And to Real Madrid for Benya right back, ne left back, on bet my support to attack, no, with some creativity. Say the new role of Ada Goulet. A 50 FIFA Club World Cup and say Alonso as a star role no Ediama Ada Goulet. I operate as the deep lying playmaker. On the better direction, no, obe control game, ne diama Real Madrid team, no. And to say Ada Goulet operate as a deep lying playmaker, dia. Who expect say and no one be attack moi. Freddy Valverde betima operate as a dynamic boss to boss midfielder. Obetima surge forward because of ni shooting ability. So ben boss na obetima shooting, no the ball na twat him. Already Real Madrid benya Brahim Diaz, obenya Mbappe, na wenya Vinicius Junior. Enti Real Madrid fo benya numbers e wo position third. Real Madrid fo be create, Real Madrid fo be shegu. Die hia na ye say last season die hu ya na hu say players ni bebre na no na oma kwakwa say oma ye selfish no. This time around ye hu sa die ni bi. Enti a game back kwa die obe dominate, die obe attack goals ni die. It's expected say Real Madrid fo ni benya sa die no. Na mumkin Madrid betime defend ya na. I want to ask them no. From last season, and the problem have been Real Madrid all concede goals. And the new season, I say no, new my best son. Because Osasuna na only Madrid ni babesi akaino. Obe rely on counter. Obe defend it. Obe push the players no on one kasa half. Na oje ball na we use quick transition. We use long balls and crosses no. Last season, the same thing and the course so Budome na only do attack no. No more use Zaragoza. Ana Ruben Garcia no ma ye crossing the akwa kuma Budome. This time around ebese sakakra enti ye game ba akwa ken to be honest with you obetimi analyze ya kan bia by a game me te po Real Madrid say Real Madrid fo benya omo first win e La Liga me expect Dean Housen and Militao e the 4 and 5 area because nipa na obegina nim dia mo Osasuna na ken do say age no wanyini kakra by niti adwuma or ahoden enti wo behia obi te say Militao a gradually ofri injury by or picking a form no abattle with abrante friend say Budome na Madrid for na stop crosses na ebeba no e game back a I believe Real Madrid for benya omo first win with the Spanish Premier La Liga, a win for Real Madrid Football Club. Football, the Bibia bit messy by a bay extremely difficult. Say, me say Osasuna Baba share Real Madrid. Meko a win for Real Madrid team no. Transfers ne kakra. Me tell some story about AC Milan ne a ya brante friend say Veronique Rabiot bano. Adrian Rabiot. Na Adrian Rabiot no ken. Onim say Mas Allegri ne say openo. Initially, omode offer ne koto AC Milan for enim no. Na AC Milan for na twetwe omo ho. Ana Mas Allegri convince AC Milan for mpanyim for say o twe team na Napoli for hyehye. Inter Milan already omo wo mu team. Team e friend say Juventus so hyehye. Even the likes of Roma makwa akofa Gianpiero Gasperini. Enti so betima compete na wetimi sa di AC Milan na sa ba Europe dia e was a midfield no also onya experience na player ba ko wo gidie woni mu oni na ye adwuma no e ya brand friend say Adrian Rabiot enti e ka ho bi ana Mas Allegri aka che AC Milan mpanyimfo say kwan bia so onkofa Adrian Rabiot no mo mfa ne mbra no mbeka Luka Modric ana Loftus-Cheek mu onfinfin ho no mo ntimi mfa compete the big guys e wo Italian Serie A AC Milan fo mpanyimfo aka che Mas Allegri say e be very difficult. Some bet me nya brantie no bombe try some be bibia because boy ne so contract ni EU 2027 ente be difficult bombe try some bet me nya Adrian Rabiot e dia ma eye Mas Allegri epe Adrian Rabiot nanko wa ball ni Luka Modric bu onfinfin sa experience ni tie hwesa deal ni bebi e ba akosie na say Carlos Baliba ne Manchester de no say nya yeka ontimi join Manchester United transfer window we so Manchester United hwe options ni bi na no na Manchester United akopiem wo Ramon Sanchez pre-1 Sevilla for defensive midfielder Lucien Agomi Manchester United for RSS April anu ne beba oye midfielder edema Sevilla Manchester for won say onu so profile no say Carlos Baliba age saw on the side ana boni mpokra besa ye de Manchester United enti Manchester United for decide say on be offer 22 to 26 million pounds at the Aquacoma Sevilla for Lucien Agomi. Now, any Sevilla for Akache Manchester for say Lucien Agomi no or release clause of 35 million pounds. And it's a Manchester United for power on bet a release clause no. On says the same player Lucien Agomi. Arsenal for any Branton din komoko echire ma Branton ti assess about Arsenal. By Arsenal for entimi activating the clause no. Ana Sevilla for no efa na dia o mantimi Antonio. Manchester for say Carlos Baliba anye ye dia Lucien Agomi omo Manchester for no ebefa ni release clause 35 million pounds omo si ni profile no say Carlos Baliba pepepe enti Carlos Baliba anye ya Lucien Agomi no mbehwe na ken mete sana wo ye Casado ni English clubs no kakra onim say anya ba ku 2 Barcelona midfielder Casado Wolverhampton Wanderers ana West Ham ana Casado as it stands now other clubs ne ko ho by prempre ya no team a o mayi o manim so o mo Casado no Wolves ana West Ham na ne nyina ne ye say Casado na two teams ne pe no Wolverhampton Wanderers for no akom defensive midfielder ba akope Andre enti Wolves for no so ne say so metimi aka wo Premier League ni ma e wo so mo konye obi oba beka Andre ho no metimi bo enti akom defensive midfielder 1 Wolves e ka ho bi na Wolves for so mo Casado ana wo ko West Ham for no hwe so metima ton Edson Alvarez Fenerbahce for ne Edson Alvarez kasa Inter wo ho bi Dortmund wo ho ana FC Porto sa players we nyina no teams we nyina no Edson Alvarez enti West Ham for decide say so mo ton Edson Alvarez no makofa Casado enti akwakoye Casado na akwakoye Wolves ana team friends say West Ham ana mo pe 30 million euros ana betimi di Abranten di akwakopie ma o Premier League nim 30 million euros for Casado Casado de ono waka che ni agency no for no Wasserman for ne say owo gidie se obetime nya bia bo Barcelona say pecking order na ebe akoye den dia ma eye team e friend say eye Wasserman omo client eye Casado by said ye tie bia no boy ne say otna Barcelona kakra by Wolves and West Ham for ese omo pe Casado so omo sika ne ready Barca for betima di says kan no ma to Casado enti Casado de no two clubs no na ken Savio de na wo ka no on se Ferran Soriano na mpeso obeko na Savio agent or say on we do na on free Manchester Chromo or say otna hotel say weekend we on betima we deal no na nhwehwemu abeto dwa say Savio na papa friend say Ferran Soriano mpeso obeko ni nyina no omo nim say one ni replacement ebe yedin ana omo mpesa abrante ni beko for cheap enti sa 60 million pounds no maka che Spurs for so omo betua no Spurs for so nya ready say on ba betua 60 million pounds no for abrante friend say Savio because Savio no 60 million pounds no wosoro enti omo nya ready to pay enti the Spurs for ana abrante ni agents eye Rodrigo ne ye ne say omo betwen ya na boy ne the pressure esi Manchester City for no so Manchester City for so wo policy say player ka se chinchin obekwa e wo so jama de ko only if say fee na beba no e reasonable enti omo twen ko see this week enti ama agent ni si on free Manchester or twen so betimi ne Spurs ewie boy ne de waje atum so obebo Spurs boku no opeso free Manchester City because the ekeka kono Oscar Bob and Bernardo Silva mo ye tu no enti ni agent na itina Manchester City Manchester Chrome ho so be wie deal no na Manuel Akanji ene Galatasaray de no Manchester City akache Galatasaray ene Manuel Akanji agent ne say Galatasaray betima ba betua fee no mo Manchester City pene dia ombegya Manuel Akanji amanako ba o man betua sa fee no mo pene dia bedding up to date Manuel Akanji no mo renew the contract emfama no players are Manchester City for hu omo say omo ka the future ne ho no omo hyase ane omo negotiate for contract extension Manuel Akanji de no mo nya wie ne contract ni 2027 by still na no mo ntimi ne nka bibia Manchester City akachire Manuel Akanji ana Galatasaray for say omo pa brand ne dia eska na Manchester City for abo omo no omo betua say eska no ebereche eze kin hwiebe ye hwese ene ananyambo ekino betima akwa ne medicals no e dia ma space 55 plus 5 million pounds na akoye 60 55 plus 5 million pounds eba akoye 60 as space ebetua e dia ma Crystal Palace QPR for benyam 15% or sign 5 years and dia ma Spurs bobuku no enti ye hwe anim se ena nkosi nyambo akina no bibia nsesa obetimi akwaye ne medicals Spurs for ne person mo ye ne quick no mutimi register no e de ball mo no etim ni din mu na nyame aduma against Man City wetimi asi akan
obeti
Man City enti kudus nie na ebereche ezenie
komunya Savio ne kan ho
na Savio na ma say na Richarlison de nim ho enti omo hweso betima complete di no na Nicolas Jackson de ne say Nottingham Forest for say omo monitor situation no
say baby adunu
Nottingham Forest so e monitor Nicolas Jackson
£100 million Nicolas Jackson and onya team bia
say mu ayedene
na chance 100 no hande kofa bai ana na man kofo bofu na
so omo hwe players bi aye to mu
na say so omunya 30 kura so ombeje
30 de wo for omo nje
oza
Nicolas Jackson 30 Chelsea nje
na say omo ba nyina ebisa loan no
so obi e baba omo so say no nsa akoye benchmark o omo hwe players bi ato ma boarding no omo hwe Nicolas Jackson numbers a Nicolas Jackson so was ntie say Aston Villa for be fana agese Aston Villa for so aton Oli Watkins Roma ne Sancho de no de tie ne say Elite Project Group ni agency no omo so mbeji Roma 11 million euros commission unim ni agent Emeka Obasi okay no Nigeria ni no
person
op 11 million euros commission
so Roma wa 11 na come fan to player
can make bio
Ederson Brian as say crash there
Alexander Solot ni
agency na say this year remove
Alexander Solot ni Diego Simeone un say ntokwa apai ama boy ni pursue free Atletico Madrid for say wa 35 million euros na befa
but that say one player I think say last season omanye fan man who go so na o shema Atletico Madrid eti coach no ntimi mo ne Alvarez nyina mum
Penisa Griezmann call off last season. The maybe now he goes, but he was still playing.
17 games.
Exactly.
Okay.
Medase maminchia awoshi ewo dunkwa no fin baby a awoshi wo bia mchia ne ye pa na ye monkomo kakra matse kwame nkomo no kakra makasado 30 million euros na omobo no I think say one of the insults matse recently ewo transfer markets anymore kwame Barcelona, Real Madrid, omunye selling clubs. But when they decide to sell, I will say at the right price.
Casado boys.
Bendoku. Liverpool akora na mkofa ni fi Scotland benen na mwa bonu no mbobi ma Liverpool. We twa e dey am bomb of 30 million euros. Experience ben akora no. And now Omari Hutchison and nam England and Chelsea kofa ni free eho and of den cha ko twa share Ipswich any Ipswich say trash and not na many 37 million pounds ekwo euros ma over 42 million euros. Experience ben Omari Hutchison wa national team ben na wabo Omari Hutchison wabo Champions League. If these guys are being priced at that figure, someone who plays for Barcelona had a chance to play for the national team November, baby.
Clubs be so sweet to say La Masia and Crane Bebre. I'm not some system players.
Or for say
whether they say Casado say no bar once we need the Crane ding. But your system player.
Your system player.
Or Shabba setting no ma who be but be our coaching free ma. So
there is no point coming in for him if you think he's a system player. Because I think say Barcelona say no musi ton omunim ton we name there say na ye release clause but say Barcelona open up negotiations pa Dembele die and also so na a clause into say no musi ton enye masa someone who has played for the Barcelona obo boy he was active against Bayern Munich so time na no obo pa o until say he got injured. See, the boys' problem is that Ophil say I was so bobo nibi. And then no question me woman say Barcelona ne 4-3-3 no 3 midfielders no Gavi, Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Marc Bernal, Casado, Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo. They are 7. So Romeo di obeko. And then kwada so count. It is 7 no. Ideally, Barcelona benya 6 in the say position we are 2-2-2-2. Tibaku beke Inti bi ofil say ehona hono onya bo ni bi mo. And or join national team ne ho. But my point is that Casado no he should be very careful. So what's Barcelona? Ni ebe we season over 15 games. It is better than going to West. Now West Ham 18 baba. West Ham. I'm sure kai. Akorano, him say he's desperate to play more games because national team no feel say lose the grabs of the national team. But Otsna, Frankie de Jong, or 28 years, the wages the Barcelona cannot sustain. A bedroom maybe he will have to leave. Eba beye Marc Casado ne Marc Bernal position. He needs patience or Russia. No better no. Or you pure boy or you typical Barcelona boy. Who come kwada ani one na captain. Why the rush? Ken, mamen tuaso na
Sisi ya 7 ko final.
Nempacho ha assist ne de he we asem obi onye selfish pa onya 1-on-1v1 na wahwe nyame nim ha pass de ama Joao Felix say Joao Felix gina hye na gye nim nyam de oh aya de
sane sie
na onya 1v1 true pass 1v1 ni goalkeeper
no pass ma Joao
o twenye se wampa o twen se Joao Felix mra no pass ball no function
na sa tapping no he for na de man no so once on so tap bi atuma and if
in a cross
okay hello there cross
good
mama say na ya ma ya de
10 against 11 I mean
when ka sadio man ya de omo
almost so he came by 15 games if I'm right our Nasa about 8 red cards some tidy red cards too much they need to explain.
But I think say I'm champions of Saudi Arabia.
They've done well. I mean 10 against 11 Ken.
Say he last one year you be born to final.
What the heading mum?
Say Ronaldo jet
And the
trophy.
heading. And the heading. Ken, share Jadon Sancho issue no. Derin kan. Me Jadon Sancho e Manchester City akwada. Na emre me catch no say Emeka Obasi ne ebeduru me dwa no pa he Emeka oye Nigeria ni awakot na UK wa most of the black boys they see him as the godfather Bukayo Saka on the hwa no so Jamie Giddens ya Chelsea for kofa no kra na kwada no no it's most of the black boys in Romeo Lavia what they don't wanna on a show also Balogun Edinketsia just say ho Alexi Wobi he's their guy. Now you see this is where the Jadon Sancho issue gets complicated. Ken Manchester United for 85 million euros for Jadon Sancho no. Now oje 2.7 million euros or Dortmund. And Manchester United move on from 2.7 million euros and number man 13 million pounds. Manchester United. Or buy Anfa. See, I can 1 year I want a contract so. United for value no 25. Knowing very well. Say United for they know the deal. Say boy no he can decide to say me more. What year? My training no problem. After the 1 year na kind of contract so oko free. Sikebi or pebi obenya. Inti say negotiations so any United terms bio. A boy no and the the Manchester United in here. Now, options ni say obetimi atwan na wako free. Obetimi so agi compensation for Manchester United say ekoba say United for airton because United bomb na desperate to sell. Because they say, well, no, he knows very well, say, what happens and someone or call Roma Crana will be difficult for him to get back to the national team. It is a say, no, a Sika. Sikana, Nanka says, so Oji or Chelsea or Wanji. Sikana or Free Manchester United are Ongeno or Beji in compensation. Into the agency, Beji. On where we sound so Beji compensation. And Sana with the club with Marco. Because Otsna, the next 1 year, Otsna, Manchester United be born who can 13 million pounds. Into a catcher say, Ebia man 7 million pounds as compensation that you'll be forced to pay. Into a neighbor me, either saw better train, and answer club will be a Jessica. And yezo selling players to say the amino can say Chelsea. What do you say? Obian can Chelsea as some Chelsea knows how to sell, but selling or no, Raheem Sterling. Or just 16.9 million pounds. Now what should be at 325,000 pounds? Wouldn't say cool and I know only answer for you. Friday be a quantity just go. I can't 1 year. Raheem Sterling case crowd is serious. Raheem Sterling Chelsea has a sub button for 4-4. But also so you reluctant upper London where Fulham cannot pay, those clubs in London cannot pay. Until Raheem Sterling case it is a Chelsea can answer because as someone for from. So now they are working out on other deals. If it is say, Abrante Phantom, I saw Disasi would have to leave. Raheem Sterling, the Obeko, Ben Chilwell, Obeko, Renato Viega, no. Chelsea for somebody 40 million. Now let's go Madrid for pay and I'm walking off. Onasa for pay, I'm walking off. Say Villarreal now, but Villarreal so be to 35. Chelsea say onion 40. Say this is where we are.
Me kwa na me surprise so Villarreal nya 35 no way.
Villarreal Eric Bailly eko
omakwenyeska bia na.
Eric Bailly call Relo Viado. And now pay defender.
Because what you to central defender 35 million.
A huge money. I agree.
Villarreal and omo say patel mu na o nti.
Say omo build the team. Nti no Chelsea for some pay 40, 35 dem feel say because Chelsea to just 40 million e cover no.
The size they say 25.
Me call Renato Viega.
Renato Viega.
What I say?
Viega ne just kura why na heavy.
Oh Viega.
Omo mienu.
Okay, Ken Viega no bow. Na Viega na so na den. Okoju. On say Ken honestly.
On Jesus wo be fa wan.
Say Ken Viega answer na obekọ Juventus no. No obo pa o. No na sa aso den me pe bia bo na o ma Chelsea for the bufu ya man call loan. Onye bad player. Get to you. Victor Gyökeres. any Arsenal penalty takers in Sansamuno. Me say asa sorry gidi.
I don't know Saka person be man about. Declan Rice mon person be man striker na about penalty no.
Here Gyökeres ejina na so pa. Was 34 penalty goals. Last season was 54 goals. Out of 54 goals, 20 na penalties. 20 penalties goals, 20 penalties, we said 20 goals, a team the UJ League will be couldn't be breeze. So
would you go king?
A team the UJ go king. In see what penalties makumaku 20. What it means to say penalty scoring a part of the game.
National contract no.
Me sure say me eno na me sususa
and I know say Lami Yamakobo do was free kick na say
na Lami Yama no me kra no me start me support the campaign say and I can't tell you
because someone is humble.
Okay na honestly we na ma 10 years here na obebo den
because you carry open play how many goals robeti me ashe
and no problem no because open play even at Portugal like no open play no ntimi sha against the big clubs. So penalties are crucial. You see, the reason why Bukayo Saka why bit quiet kakane say last season Arsenal just 2 penalties league ni ma Bukayo Saka say. It is Saka bury against sa penalties na e ama this boy. Na just Saka so numbers so beti. Udigard numbers so beti. It is say no coach na no mu bi sa no no fom na se we jai di ama players no. But quiet to say me I sure say bia they ashebo in the contract me say penalty no man bo because penalties are very important in today's game.
Obeje me sure so obeje. Negotiations no obeje.
Penalty account. Kin penalty e bia na say make say me ntia say Barcelona e dey na ma 10 JC e dey amala me yamala. With all due respect. We said 10 JC of Barcelona. Una the king of the team. The 10 JC represents the kingship of Barcelona. Bibia goes through you. Say Barcelona sika some ye shopper and ye Lamine Yamal just the ye koto. Akwadano, he cannot win Ballon d'Or with these numbers.
Well,
he can penalty dear no question say with all due respect, say some Lewandowski now say watch the goals who said you day penalties no. Mama Lamine Yamal because last year Lewandowski knew anal Hafinha Nebo. They should give it to Lamine Yamal. Well, he needs to amass numbers. Say no. Whether we like it or not, born body only butcher in the generation ni bebree. But numbers game there, do numbers are no which no. So Barcelona needs to help him by giving him the penalty kicks. What's your number 10 years here? The responsibility is on you and they go Palmer. And you want to say 10 years about the penalty.
But that's it.
No farmer.
I know Lamine and Victor Gyökeres and Arsenal penalty takers in one sense. Bukayo Saka, so Jama Gyökeres, Lewandowski. Ejai ejema eye Lamine Yamal Mbappe chechi aswa wono hwa ama one na no Vinicius Junior omo so the penalty last year omunya be kwa me nse munya be ka krebi nka mo ko be 20
Mbappe go ashe 7
okay
so mu twa be
o mu players no as players no
7 penalties no ko bo share sanyezo
bigi draw ne ba enche me pato ABC games no draw no enche meye makacho say ni di emre dia just ba di ni di emre pa no enche na draw na ba o dollar star 262 hash star 262 hash o be select 3 letters na che say dia baba bia no we diska bigi
ken Cristiano Ronaldo kenam dia ne be man decide say obenya a one-on-one situation on the goalkeeper Ronaldo na yenim no ball we that screen so Cristiano Ronaldo betimi a share ball no with ease the Ronaldo we know but Ronaldo decided say train na Joao Felix aba na wa pass the ball na ma Felix na wa bash e die ntia mimi mudie mi gidi say Ronaldo pese Felix e comfortable no gaining the confidence
okay
going forward
what the pass
and no be man
why na ma Ronaldo pass no obe hu player akro
and the man who player
one who player okay
a person gaining the confidence and into the man the ball near then man make the ababa be see the Arsenal Gyökeres penalty situation so
okay
se Bukayo Saka ne other players ne decide so mo Victor Gyökeres about penalties what do they lose as players Can Arsenal problem the number 9 department striking option. The biggest problem for Arsenal. For the past 3 seasons, department bakwa na ye nyina ye kase ka ho na Arsenal entimi Ange League sa department no. Entine clearly. So the player ba sa department na. E wo se ohun se player na pressure kese pa. E wo player na to because obi feel say afei na agenkwa na ba. Se sa position ni nya na spark na fa. Obi feel say Arsenal team ni betimi Ange League because the biggest problem na hinder Arsenal from winning the league has been solved by bringing in that number 9 and another striker. Enti se teammates ne mu nyina mo kabom na mo decide say mo be boa striker na man settle. Ken, there is nothing wrong with that. And I feel say the best thing Arsenal players ni betimi aye e dia boa brante no. And it's from the penalty they be man say.
Say Saka nya penalties na kan obetimi do double figures.
Ken say
when nya double figures Saka obedu him fan obedu. Because ono so so a star boy. Our team on a team the project.
Of course.
Enti yabo season in area one year like kra wonya nomination or Ballon d'Or. Wonya bibibia no waba ordinary.
And you did numbers home come pa. But a new one of there. May I sure say nipa had the numbers be judge the number 9 when it comes to goals.
Okay.
It's one only here, especially when say the medical can say everybody feels the same Jenkwanaba.
I feel say number 9 be here Karim Benzema style type of players in Biana. Here you go and more star maybe. Player be on him goals should be at say maybe in see what Madrid you know. When player or pe ball no ball or a striker there but go now 7 in the movie brave. Because that's not been issues.
That is when Ebiana say oh can Karim Benzema on him ball no ball and or number 9. But in situations like Jokeres Modiano, Jokeres now me no. It's not a ball playing center forward. Not dream will go in some more. Na juma no. And then me feel say players ne kabom no mo boa ma brante ne settle be boa. Ken Vinicius Junior. Nipa bia what to Vinicius for. Say unforget on Real Madrid contract and some. No focus wo season ni to be an Vinicius nana say. Nipa na e boa no. Ene uko team bia mu there is that player. Obi feels on the face of the team. Oba Manchester United ne. Na mpanifo ni decide so mo tam United sika nyina de ama Bruno Fernandes a. Obi abeka na no automobile ni ho bekasa. Go to Barcelona today. Yan tam team ni musika nyina say ye de Malami Yama. Obi abeye din. Obi ankasa. Because these players are the faces of these teams. And this all person okoko duru sa stage you know. O person won so ye mo obi bi ma wa. E your performance will be done na di wo park na so. Vinicius Junior contract be June 30th 2027. 2 years ahead. 2 years in do no. Na Vinicius Junior was 27 years. Eti Vinicius na ye di ne ho nkomo no. Contract extension na or pesika na or hwe e contract extension nim no. O mre won animu a obetimi di apre se sika no. So obe pre se sika no. Na ye betam se sika na ma. Ye be treat you to say the o expect say ye treat you na. Ken football. Football no. Become the best player. Do your best. Obey your best. No be able to what do that kind of level. It's emphasize sika na ma wa. Enya wumpo na obeka wo. Vinicius Junior, I won last 2 seasons. And I odi nkomo appreciate sika na opening the year. Ken, I am not sure say Real Madrid for better chomo.
Mbappe bana mo no. Mbappe Madrid oba na mo Vini.
Se she had in a way because Mbappe na be the face of the team. And looking at the performance.
Vini based on year numbers in the Madrid official store on sell it.
Yes.
Because we if you are na Jude buy no. Jude in a ton jerseys pa.
Yeah.
Last season Mbappe and a ton jerseys pa. Then Jude
and Ken so here na Jude buy no. Before Jude's arrival na Vini edin was soro pa. But Jude performance the numbers no be ma no. E ma Jude din ba soro.
I didn't my man fun to because born now about the Madrid na what me I influence 2 Champions League trophies at their mom no. I think I can't mom sell a pan account.
Of course, I was in account.
Until didn't ma a image na some racism issues or the piano or fight against racism and then I affect Spain.
In a way, to me account. It could be one of those reasons. But me feel say I heard for the past 2 seasons Padia. He hasn't been the face. Jude Dubai no. Jude Jumano Baba any peja Jude Coco do a certain level. In the first season. Into no babinya sa di no ni attention any recognition no. Then we step in another season. Another season now you room no there is Kylian Mbappe. On also Ababe outshine Jude It is a why sales in the BBA. Mbappe abeda so. And a Jude abeda second. And the Vinicius Junior gradually falling down the pecking order when it comes to the star players for Real Madrid Bobo him. And their performance, and a bit me do wakwa drew on them. It's on focusing on the coming season. Your boss is in New Now Vinicius the man numbers are abnormal, numbers are calling numbers are cost through bebrea. Menya shows sikana ope. I need the official of Real Madrid no or no best science wakwa pre say em fa dear way man or Debbie. Real Madrid Bobo Kunankasa who say yes. Vinicius Nana him he's back. And the always say see Abiano a sefatano. Until they were to a brand TNFO. Say on focus on the performance for the upcoming season. And yet said the Obabe justify. If it goes very well, at the BO should be a Madrid de Bemano and the Honor was a play and attention call. Ken Napoli is in the hunt for a striker. Because Romelu Lukaku a player. And first, I shall see if Rasmus Højlund and a Didi Moa and a BP Nicolas Jackson. These are two players who are come from Mubako. Eddie Aqua Napoli Bobo anymore. Now, baby, I didn't Druno. You have to choose with care between these two players. Amumi now looks available. But I'm saying you have to choose with care because Jackson is a player. For the past 2 seasons, he has been a better striker than Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund first season was Manchester United share 10 league goals. Last season, Jackson share 14. Last season, Jackson share 10. Højlund share 4. And for the past 2 seasons, he's been better than him. Before joining the Premier League, not Jackson is better when the league much in Højlund because season now Manchester United tour or share 9. And Jackson share 12 in the Spanish La Liga. And there is nowhere for the past 3 seasons. Rasmus Højlund is a better striker than Nicolas Jackson. But the advantage, and answer baby, Højlund to Gina Yeka say, we are talking about a league can waboda. It is a had the numbers game there, straight away Nicolas Jackson. But on also experience be was a league anymore. There is no guarantee that Jackson economy me pick that spark. Abra or Shas Yana near my kind of mano. But Antonio Conte na minimum is an experienced manager and on any technical team in international. No more weigh these two options very well. No more the beboa because Ulusi Lukaku, Ube you be obey me ama numbers kakra. No was science wa boy anymore for no more match.
So between Solot and Away, one partner when he say
when come omnia de me fa
Solot is
yes. Because to sit on the benches of Atletico Madrid, now can you be season baby now be share 20 league goals last season.
Or to bench share 20.
Or to bench share 20, no free bench never.
Okay. But that's say. Big influence your enche me patch ABC games the draw ba ye the one sembe premo drawn in here and Mr. Numbers